ain't even on me. Yeah, yeah. Fall back too close, you ain't even on me. Touch my butterfly, back from the north. It's me and Dior.
Live from New Orleans. Orleans. 2K Sports proudly brings you NBA basketball from the home of the Pelicans. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline.
Here we go.
For the Miami Heat, they come into tonight's game after the loss to the Indiana Pacers. Down low, here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Putting that length and athleticism to use. Jackson rises up.
What a unique skill set Jaren Jackson Jr., coach, brings to the floor.
No question, Kevin. He's a two-way player, a defensive player of the year who also has proven he can be a primary scorer, and he can score it from the three-point line, or he can put it on the floor and go to the basket. Plus, he's got a post game. This is one of the most versatile players in the league.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Rim protection plus three-point shooting. Triple J gives you two things every team needs.
Curry on the wing. It's over towards. The slam dunk by Robinson.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush. Perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
Jackson misses. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Heat. It's a three-point game. Stolen by Tatum. Goes up. Finished off the break.
So smooth in transition. The Australian Josh Giddey cashing in.
On the wing, Murray. Outside Curry. Puts up a deep three. Pelicans pull it in.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Inside, Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Now here's Murray. Just 5 to shoot. Curry outside. Nice defense from Dort.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Curry with the bucket.
Well, I'm not sure what he was thinking there, but he drained it.
Over in the corner, Washington. Right side, Tatum. Outside for Jackson. On the wing, Giddey. Goes up with a stripe. Jackson misses. The Heat trailed by 5. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's KD. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Pass to Washington. It's stolen by Curry. To the paint. Outside for Durant. There's the triple. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And that ties it up.
Smart play from Steph. Wow.
Jackson has the open look. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Pass to Murray. Stolen by Jackson. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. We've got 1:28 left to play in the first quarter. And the dunk by Tatum.
And look, when Tatum is running the pick and roll, the majority of the time, he's looking to score.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. so James Borrego decides to call timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Miami trailer.
Substitution on the court.
1:15 left in the first quarter of the game. Back to Murray. There's the screen to the middle. Outside for Curry. It's stolen by Dort. Pass to Giddey. Plays it up off the glass. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Pelicans.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnover.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnover.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That's two really unproductive trips in a row ending in turnover.
Jacks up a three. Drills it from outside. Giddey's got 7.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. It's Curry outside.
I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Here's Tatum. Makes it off the glass. Tatum's got his second basket of the night.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
And so it's New Orleans in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're playing.
9.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Guys, what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
Outside Williams. They set the pick. Fires from the line. And it's New Orleans scoring again. And one way players look to expand their game, adding counter moves to keep defenders off balance. Greg, what was something you added that really gave defenders pause?
You know, the snatchback pull-up, using your speed to kind of get the defender going downhill, and then you slam on the brakes and just create that separation to then go into attack mode.
New Orleans leading by 11. We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. George sets a screen and finished off by Morant.
You know why Morant makes those dunks look so easy? He's got a 44-inch vertical. That's unbelievable. Outside Williams. They set the screen over Ellis. Where? And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
And it's Morant missing.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Now here's Williams. Count it. And the Pelicans lead by 15.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. pass to Morant. And then jammed down right as he goes over Jalen Williams.
Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you say? We give Morant about an 11 there?
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, guys. John Morant able to fly with the best, but he said, sometimes I get knocked out of the air and hit the floor. After the game, you may feel that, so I just pick and choose, man. Hey, 2 points is 2 points. I get it done. That's all that matters. Guys, back over to you.
He can still get up. Allie LaForce with that report. Great job as always, Allie. Thanks. For three, Bridges. Puts up a deep three. It's hauled in by George.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
That's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Here's Wiggins, and Bridges with the block.
This is where Bridges' wingspan is a factor, allowing him to reach out and get a piece of that shot.
There's a good screen. Back to Ware. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And so Morant will bring it up for the Heat. Trailing by 17. Their next game is at the Rockets Arena in Houston for a game with the Rockets. And their journey is just getting started. That'll be the second of 7 straight on the road. And here are the Pelicans now. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Greg, we have another up-and-comer from down under, Josh Giddey.
I mean, a lot of young talent coming to the NBA by way of Australia. The great skill development programs showing in Giddey, who stands 6'8", but plays like a small point guard.
Jackson with the screen. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Thibault. Here's Curry. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
Here's Tatum. Excellent D that time from Robinson. The Heat trailed by 13. KD's shot is off.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And it's the Heat with the ball. Durant with a wide open look. Durant trains it from distance. 9 seconds left in the first half. Outside Tatum. He can't get that one to fall.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. The one goal they had coming into this game was to not let Curry beat them. And so far, their defense on Steph has been tremendous. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Here's Murray. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Curry. A three. Curry buries the three shot.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Now here's Tatum. And there's... Oh, Jesus! Tatum finishes with authority.
Wow, what a slam. Tatum not messing around right there.
Outside Curry. Fires it up. Pass to Thibault. Here's the three. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. Thibault got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Left side Jackson. Stolen by Robinson. Here is Durant. He's covered by Washington. And here is Curry. He has 7. Shot clock at 6. Durant up top. Shoots over Washington. And another basket for Miami.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Now Giddey. He has 7. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The Heat trailed by 6. Outside Curry. KD a screen. To the inside. Durant gets it done inside.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Durant with the steal. On the wing, Murray. No good from outside. Pelicans leading by 4. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Good on the three-point shot. Tatum's got 9 points.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, he's been an important part of why they're leading.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Hey, Greg, kind of a combo forward. Tatum at 6'8", more than capable of playing up at the power forward position.
And that's where he's mostly played the last 2 seasons. And his rebounding is more than just serviceable. Credit him for the strength he's added over his career.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And the technical free throw, missing that time. They'll retain possession here, however. Lots of layers to it, Coach, but what is the best part of Jason Tatum's game, in your opinion?
Wow, now that's a tough question, Kevin, because this guy can do it all. I would say what the best part of Tatum's game is he can create whatever shot he needs at any given time. He's got the ball handling skills and the shot making ability to get where he needs to go and then finish the play.
He gets it in there. He's got 9.
Just shows you how impressive Curry's shooting ability is, that he can adjust for any distance.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. It's stolen by Thibault.
Just a sloppy quarter of basketball. Turnovers now becoming an issue.
There's a screen by Robinson. The 3 from KD. 5 on the clock. The Heat need to get a shot off. Down low. Shoots. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation.
Substitution on the court.
New Orleans leading by 5. Outside Tatum.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
And it's Miami with the rebound.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Pass to Johnson. And the rejection by Jackson. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Kevin. The Miami Heat's head coach Eric Spoelstra talked about their approach, and he said, you got to try to take control of the game, set the tone, and play consistently throughout. Everybody's trying to do the same thing. It's who can impose their will longer than the other team. Back to you, Kevin.
He knows his stuff. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Pass to George. Wiggins with it. Still scoreless. It's stolen by George. Jackson with it. Now defended by Wiggins. Back to Jackson. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. The Heat trailed by 5. Morant outside. George sets a screen. Morant drives in. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Miami shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. So he gets them both.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
To the middle. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Wow, Williams going up high, playing over everybody's head.
Johnson in the corner. Here's Wiggins. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
I think this is a rare case of being overcommitted. He tried to go all out at the rim, and they stifled him.
The third quarter comes to a close. Pelicans ahead. They lead by 5. On New Orleans, back in a moment.
34.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. New Orleans leading by 5. On the wing, Williams. Excellent D there from George. Miami with the ball. Here's Johnson. And Curry has it in the corner. From outside, off the mark. Bridges outside. Here's Ware. Sinks the triple. Ware's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Pelicans.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Williams with the ball. George picks him up. Williams can't get it to go. Curry outside. They get it again. Curry on the wing. 5 to shoot. From deep. That's tipped. And he stays with it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
Outside, Sexton. Williams scanning the floor. Pass to Ware. Three-pointer. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Ware's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Pelicans. Morant outside. Over Williams. And again, it's the Heat missing. Pelicans leading by 11. For 3, it's hauled in by George. Johnson outside. Hits it from three-point range. Johnson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Williams. Stolen by Ellis. They're running. Ahead. And George with the stuff.
And all of a sudden, we've got a ball game, guys. No doubt about it. I'm sensing a major momentum swing here after that steal and running. And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Williams with the steal. Tatum down low. Miami grabs the miss. And it's denied. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. New Orleans making a switch here. Taken away by Williams. Tatum with it. He's picked up by KD. Beyond the arc. Ball's knocked loose. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Durant. Here's Tatum. Six on the shot clock. Jackson with the screen. Let's lose a three. And there's the three.
Well, Jackson brings so much value with his ability to space the floor.
KD on the wing. Jacks up a three. Jackson with the rebound. Pelicans leading by 12. Robinson with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. Right side Tatum. Count it. Nails it from 14.
Well, you know, there's still some value in the mid-range jumper, especially when it's Jason Tatum taking the shot.
Durant fires. Robinson outside. Stephen Curry. Another chance. Does not go. On offense here are the Pelicans. They're on a 14-5 run here. Outside Tatum. 6 to shoot. And Tatum driving.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Pelicans.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone. Oh, nice feed. You can see how Curry makes their offense flow, even when he's not scoring.
Jackson outside. Outside Tatum. Here he goes. Whoa!
Gracious.
Oh, the dunk.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Launches it. Robinson there for the rebound. Takes the three. Curry outside. There's a screen by Robinson. Down it goes for three.
3 points.
Now here's Tatum. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability
chicken wrapped in Nero. She took on the chicken, yeah. She don't want it no more, don't want it. I get it and go. She don't want it no more, don't want it. Get my own, I get it in and go. Try to owe me something, better pay your toll. I lick the spoon and I scrape the balls. Scrape the balls, scrape the balls. Seen way too many ones, I'm about to throw some honeys. And that whole life that you run from, baby girl, keep running. Keep running. It's special with me. It's precious to me. I got my anchor out. I'm locked in your seat. You know you're my baby now. It's special to me. About your time, about your diamonds, you can keep the receipt. I got you down, I got you loose. I guess you owe it to me. Cause you gotta know, find your spot. She don't want it, no more, don't want it. Get my own, I get it in and go. Try to owe me something, better pay your toll. I lick the spoon and I scrape the balls. Scrape the balls, scrape the balls. Well, I sit down her way. She went, no, she wanna go, no, she don't wanna go, no way.
I go on and on, can't understand how I last so long. I must have superpowers, rap 225,000 hours. Get a calculator, do the math. I made 1,000 songs that made you move, yeah. And for the last 300 months, I made 16 albums with me on the front, and they bump. Where you get your beats? I heard 93 rappers say like me. 2 singers and 10 comedians, and I'm still gonna yell it every time you see me in. What's my favorite word? Why they gotta say it like short? You know they can't play on my court, can't hang with the big dogs, stay on the porch. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Where you get that from? Grab a mic, spit one. Let me see 8 Ball and MJG. You keep spitting that. Bun B, that's Texas, baby. Ballin' G, that's Memphis, baby. Short dog, that's Oakland, baby. Ain't nothing but these days. My C got, but these real still know they got to give a what you say. Short dog with UGK. Do you really wanna be like me? Spit game like Snoop and TIP. Pretty girls in the VIP, they came with Dre. They don't need ID. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Your mind is gone, your brain is blown.
Hello. On 2K Sports, an exciting game on the way. With two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Here we go. They're getting their first look of the season at the Grizzlies in this one. And it's the Grizzlies to start it out. Pass to Booker. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. And really an offensive transformation for the Grizzlies since 2024, Grant.
Yeah, they're pushing the pace, playing a unique style with a lot of cutting and movement off the ball, crashing the offensive glass. I mean, it all seems to be working. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Clock at 6. And here's Connect outside. Gets a hand on it. And here's Edwards outside. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, simply stated, Steven Adams is a force to be reckoned with rebounding the basketball.
It's McDaniels on the wing. Here's Mobley. Back to Daniels. Outside for Booker. Over Suggs. Booker no good.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. That's in his wheelhouse for sure.
Outside Edwards. Shoots. The putback. Adams, shot's good. Adams got his second bucket of the night.
So many NBA players will tell you Steven Adams is the strongest guy in the league, and he gets after it off the glass.
Mobley, no good.
Boy, that's 0 for 3 in the early going. Just a little out of sync.
Back to Connect. Cleveland working the ball around now. Pass to Edwards. Lets it fly. Edwards can't get that one to fall. And Booker has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. Nothing up yet on the scoreboard for him. Banked it in off the glass.
Boy, you see how confident Devin Booker is down low. Doesn't even think twice about looking to score in there.
Adebayo sets a screen. Inside. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It's going to be Evan Mobley.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
Taking 2 shots.
And no question, Bam Adebayo, one of the best all-around big men in the league.
Yeah, even as his efficiency has waned just a bit in recent years, he remains steady Eddie on a nightly basis. A two-way player who gives you a little of everything.
Back to Booker. Pass to McDaniels. The three ball. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Boy, just a tough time making shots. Only 1 for 5. They just need to settle in here.
Suggs with it. Now guarded by Harris. Back to Suggs. Here's Edwards. Adams a screen from 20 feet. Second shot opportunity. Oh, and Mobley with the block. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. In an era of title or bust thinking, it's noteworthy that the grit and grind Grizzlies of the 2010s are properly celebrated. While they never made it past the Western Conference Finals, their physical style, built around Zach Randolph, Marc Gasol, Tony Allen, and Mike Conley, built a lasting legacy in Memphis. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Allie. Brooks outside. Tries to keep it alive. Edwards to 3. And Cleveland another 3.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that three-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
Mobley outside to halt the run. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
3 points.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities. Boy, maybe nothing more important than what just happened. Protecting the rim without fouling.
Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
This guy has so many shots up his sleeve. Devin Booker loves to go with that floater when it's presented to him.
They set the pick. Pass to Edwards. Let's go with a 3. And in 7 attempts, he's drained 3.
Oh, it's just raining threes for them early.
52 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Back to Booker. From behind the arc. Out of bounds. It'll be Cleveland ball.
That's a perfect example of why good hands are important in basketball. It just misread that pass completely.
There's 42 seconds left in the first quarter here. There's a screen by Bassi. To the paint. Suggs outside. Pass to Edwards. 6 to shoot. Adebayo sets a screen. Down low. McDaniels with a steal. And now Memphis on the break. Booker no good. Now here's Edwards. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And they push the tempo in this.
Memphis, 7.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half of this one. All right, what do you guys think about Cleveland here in this one?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
And so Tomas Isolo calls the timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Grant, you played in a more physical era of the NBA. Now it seems like the league is trying to strike a balance there.
I think you're spot on, B.A. There's been some back and forth, trying to keep the game free-flowing and physical. The league's trying for the best of both worlds.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
Booker surveying the floor. Shoots over Thompson. Misses off the right iron.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Bassi. Cleveland working the ball around now. Bull down low. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Well, those are exactly the opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Now here's Johnson. Launches it. And stolen by Bull. Thompson outside. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
Wallace outside. Pass to Sharp. Now Duran. And rejected. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Puts it up off the inbound. Stolen by Thompson. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh.
Outside Sharp. To the inside. Here's Duran. And the dunk by Duran.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. As Shaedon Sharp continues to develop, he's proven that he's more than just a high flyer, Grant.
Yeah, we've seen the vicious dunks, but he's also got a pretty good touch as well. The upside potential for him is sky high.
Pass to Bassi. To the middle. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
And that's 2 awful trips in a row resulting in turnovers. You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Shot clock at 5. Back to Duren. It's rebounded by Cleveland. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Knocks it loose. And it's out of bounds to Cleveland. Here's Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. Bassey. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Boy, he may not be the biggest center in this league, but big-time athleticism on display.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Cleveland.
You figured they might want to come out and run, and it's been the key for them early. They are just feasting on fast break chances.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
It's good on the putback.
You have to put a body on Duren. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. So Memphis going with an almost entire new group here. And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And so Tomas Isilo calls the timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
With the offense reeling, coach has to get these guys on the same page.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
Pass to Thompson. And here's Edwards. To the inside. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Grizzlies trail by 8. And here's Booker. Outside McDaniels. 4-3. Bull grabs the board. Here's Suggs. Still no points. Thompson outside. 4 on the clock. Adebayo sets a screen. Offensive rebound. Ooh, Adebayo, forceful.
A tireless worker at both ends. Adebayo imposing his will that time on the offensive glass.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Well, Devin Booker grew up in Grand Rapids, Michigan, but around age 15, he moved to Moss Point, Mississippi to live and train with his father. Booker said, quote, "I understood the goal and I just embraced the culture and the inner city. They took me in, it was really important time, and it was good for me." Back to you, B.A.
Thanks a lot, Allie. Pass to McDaniels. Here's the 3. Rebounded by Suggs.
I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open and yet somehow comes away empty.
Here's Edwards. And blocked with his palm. What a defensive play. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
How about Booker playing a little bit of cat and mouse, smart enough to know when it's better to pull up.
Edwards with it. 9 points in the game. Here's Bull. And finished off by Bull.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. second half of this game still to play. And Suggs has got the ball here for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Outside Edwards for three. Here's Adams. It's rebounded by Memphis. They host the Pistons after this one, and that's a one-game homestand for the club. Outside Booker. Five to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Brooks from outside. Adebayo grabs the board. The Cavaliers lead by 9. And here's Edwards outside. Adams a screen. Stolen by Mobley. Booker with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Three-pointer, Brooks. Adams grabs the miss. Outside connect. Back to Suggs. From deep. The shot misses. Grizzlies trail by 9. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter.
Well, how about Devin Booker completely locked in and finishing through contact? That's nice.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Now Suggs. No made baskets yet. Right side Edwards. Oh, Brooks with the steal. The pull-up Jay. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Back to Daniels. Shot clock at 6. And that one is stuffed right through.
Well, making it look very easy. Right at the rim, McDaniels with the finish.
Now here's Suggs. And here's Edwards outside. Left side connect. Oh, Brooks with the steal. In transition. Booker with it. He's picked up by Edwards. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Booker. Clock at 4. Back to Mobley. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. So it's the Cavaliers now. Searching for that first bucket here in the third. Pass to Adams. Mobley grabs the board.
Boy, yet another missed opportunity here. Whatever they talked about at halftime, it's not working.
And the defensive player of the year for 2025, Evan Mobley. What makes him so formidable, Greg?
You know, he has a similar physical frame to Hall of Famer Kevin Garnett. Long-armed and athletic at 6'11". And the intangibles are all there as far as timing and IQ.
Grizzlies trail by 4. And stolen by Edwards. Pass to Adams. Back to Adebayo. To get back on track. Grizzlies with the rebound.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Outside Booker. Five on the clock. Booker just hammered it down.
Putting up points is what Devin Booker does best, and right now he is showing out.
Edwards looking it over. Up and over Brooks. No good, off the front rim.
Boy, I don't love his shot selection tonight. You've got to work for better looks.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
Well, they did a tremendous job keeping guys fresh. Their aggressiveness took over, showcased by their points off the fast break.
Something else that they've had working for them is attacking the offensive glass. Boy, taking advantage and creating second chance points. Impressive.
Duran, no good. The Cavaliers leading. Thompson outside. Over Duran. Cleveland again missing.
Now there's your rim protection. That's how you defend the post.
Boy, he really anchors well on the block. Very difficult to back down.
And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. To stop the drought. On the wing, Thompson. On the take. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. Duran with a rebound.
Boy, if he ever finds his footing, they'll be in even better shape. Right now, his teammates carrying him.
Outside Sharp. Duran the screen. For the lead. Second chance shot. Wallace outside. Three-pointer Sharp. The dive for the ball. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession. So Tuomas Isalos decided to call timeout here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. So now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
They're looking to do something to stop this run. They have to get back on track.
Really needs to settle his guys down right now and get them refocused.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Nine seconds left in the third. There's a screen by Johnson for the lead. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
He's off on the second. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. The Cavaliers on top. They're up by one. Don't go.
Memphis, 25.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Memphis trailing here. Wallace outside. Batum outside. Pass to Johnson. 6 to shoot. To the wing, right side. Here's Duran for three. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. And Cleveland has possession. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. To the paint. It's stolen by Johnson. Sharp with it. Connect picks him up. Outside Sharp. Here he goes. Pass to Duran. Back to Sharp. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over.
Oh, in a close game like this, that is the kind of mental lapse you have to avoid.
Thompson outside. Outside connect. Stolen by Sharp. Down low. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
6'8" with good hops, Cam Johnson. That's almost unfair, man.
Pass to Thompson. There's a screen by Bull. And it's Thompson penetrating. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Grizzlies.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
And let's give them credit to the shot blocking on display. They set the tone early and have kept the pressure on defensively.
Inside. Here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
And that's got to hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Pass to Bassie. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
You know, things haven't clicked for him offensively, but other guys around him, give them credit. They're filling in the gaps.
And down it goes. 2 points.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Ooh, too long in the paint. And he's hit with a 3-second violation.
At the line for your Cavaliers, Thompson.
No good on the technical, so unable to pick that one up.
And what I like about Thompson, along with the high-level athleticism, he has a high-level feel for the game.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Teams will make substitutions. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. He was very passionately telling his team, don't give them an inch when they have the ball. This game is going to come down to defense. I need you guys to work hard and close this one out. Guys?
Thank you for that, Allie. And we will have a timeout called by Tomas Isalo. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Adams a screen. Free throw line jumper. Mobley grabs the board.
Oh, boy, he attacks, but how about that rim protection? That is so good.
Pass to Booker. Mobley on a screen. There's Booker on the attack. Ooh, good work defensively by Adams.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
Suggs outside. Outside Edwards. Let's loose for three. The three ball is down.
This guy has earned a reputation for handling pressure and making clutch shots.
McDaniels outside. Wasting no time. They answer with a three.
Oh, Mr. McDaniels with the response. How competitive is this guy?
And here's Suggs. Adams a screen. Edwards can't get the three.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Booker. Oh, he can't get the layup.
Oh, he missed the chippy. What are the odds? That's so frustrating.
On the wing, Suggs. Pocket 6. Thompson driving to the basket. Brooks with a rebound. Memphis trailing here. Booker goes in. Here's McDaniels. Here's Booker. Now Mobley. Wide open. Yes, sir!
Important bucket by Mobley there. So good to see this young man rise to the occasion.
Suggs surveys the D. Now Edwards. Adams a screen. Outside Edwards. Excellent defense, forcing that big miss. And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for Memphis. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. Mobley on a screen. Booker attacking. Suggs pulls it down.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
And there's a defensive 3-second call. And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee.
In tense situations at the line, they can count on him to keep his cool.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Outside Booker. Mobley on a screen. Lets it fly from 18. Time expires. We're going to overtime. And we'll return shortly. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Here we go. And Jaden McDaniels picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Thompson with it. Driving in. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
What a burst Thompson has. I mean, on his drives, he goes from 0 to 60 in a heartbeat.
Booker. Oh, Booker in close.
Oh, nice bucket. This guy's so mindful about the way he attacks.
Now Edwards. Adams. Outside Edwards. Adams a screen. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, off target from downtown. And we've played just over a minute here in overtime. Now Mobley. Cleared away by Edwards. Suggs. With the drive. Lays it in easily.
Boy, what a burst of speed on the drive from Jalen Suggs. Leaves the defender in the rear view.
Oh, he misses the layup. The Cavaliers leading. Just over a minute and a half played here in overtime. Oh, it misses.
Oh, an easy look, but he decides to be a crowd pleaser. I'm sure he's upset for attempting that one.
Now McDaniels. Now Booker. And stolen by Suggs. Edwards. Edwards, so good inside.
Anthony Edwards relishes big-time moments, and he delivers right there.
Now Mobley. And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. That's off as well, so he misses both. Edwards. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
Well, one guy's thinking zig, the other zag, and it's nothing good resulting.
Crucial possession right here.
The crowd is on edge.
McDaniels. Ooh, the three doesn't go.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
Well, if they score here, they could effectively end this one.
Yeah, and their main objectives right now, taking care of the rock and using some time.
And he commits the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that puts him up 5. And so he drops them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, you love to see a guy step in nice, calm, cool, and collected and knock the free throws in.
Booker. Out of bounds. It'll be Cleveland ball. And Cleveland has possession. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. And an intentional foul right there. Good on the first. And that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good. Getting both at the line. And it's an 8-point ball game.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
Suggs fires! And so it's Cleveland winning this one. It was touch and go there for a while, but in overtime, they caught a second win.
They really did, and it was wild. Everything it took just to get to the extra period, and then their surge at the end. Whew.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Hey, safe to say I'm the biggest, the largest. Been stepping up since my mama stayed in them apartments. Regardless, my daddy told me keep even when I'm in foreigns. I'm heartless, cause he hating on me just because I'm the biggest, the largest, the biggest, the largest. 30K on my riches for hard times. These just mad cause they in my archives. Jordan came back, so if you play, then you lay right there by your own kind. Tell him run his back like so-so. Got this rap here in the chokehold. Did a show out in Austin. Shout out to Bobo. Moved out the trenches, now look how we live. Tell my BM to furnish the crib. Walk out the mall with some shoes for the kids. Deposit a check, my bank full of M's. Paid on my rent, now I'm up for the year. The view look crazy from here. What I paid for some dogs could've bought me veneers. Texas piece on my neck could've bought your career. Safe to say I'm the biggest, the largest. Been stepping up since my mama stayed in them apartments. Regardless, my daddy told me keep even when I'm in foreigns. I'm heartless, cause he hating on me just because I'm the biggest, the largest, the biggest, the largest. Stuff in Cali, let my little brother, my little boy get whatever he want. Madam T don't be asking for much. The rest of that get a punch. Left wrist on some I had to stunt. Right wrist, I just did it because 600 the labor, you know how we coming. Tell them they ain't taking nothing. Standing on business with go get you some money. I just got off a tour, finna go on another one. Album done, finna drop me another one. Couple M's, finna run up another one. Super Bowl ring, I had to go double. Safe to say I'm the biggest, the largest. Been stepping up since my mama stayed in them apartments. Regardless, my daddy told me keep even when I'm in foreigns. I'm heartless, cause he hating on me just because I'm the biggest, the largest, the biggest, the largest. Hey.
Four stones in the LDs at the bottom. GA certified before I was GIA certified. Mr. M and Cash anytime you see me, you know. Orange Feet Records, play a duck to catch a duck, you know. Trickin', you know. Supercar driving, good screen flying, designer win, golden child, you know. Win. Let's go. Hopping off a plane to a Mac. 100-time platinum, a plat. The tires run flat. I give him one chance. I done gave him one band. 25 cars, one man. Driveway like a mini dealership. He went sour, cut the business with him. I was living with weird, ain't dealing with them. Overseas, they love it real.
I'm Brian. Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be reporting from the sidelines. We know things can get heated between these two, Grant. No love lost in this matchup.
And that competitive fire, it grows when you're in the same conference. You get to see each other so often. You know, B.A., I think we're in for some good theater in this one.
And Mobley throws it down.
And there's a hunger to Mobley's game. That's how he beats the defense to the rebound. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Substitution. Number 0,
Now Cunningham. Banked it in off the glass.
Nice job getting inside and executing. I like seeing Cunningham be aggressive around the basket.
Ooh, stolen by Allen. Cunningham looking around. Pass to Watson. This one for three. Sinks it from distance.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Duran the screen. Watson with a rebound.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
When you think about the skill of Cade Cunningham, Grant, at his height, what a combination.
You know, B.A., whether it's scoring inside or seeing over the defense or just beasting on smaller guards, his 6'6" frame is certainly an advantage.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. The Spurs making their last shot.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
It's Watson on the wing. Back to Cunningham. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Watson. For three, Allen. It's rebounded by Memphis. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. Tonight, his team has a huge assignment, containing all-star guard Devin Booker. He told me Devin is as good as it gets at the 2. He's always applying pressure. His shooting is great, but we don't talk about Book's ball handling enough. He is lethal in that regard as well. B.A.?
And Allie, thanks. Now here's Cunningham.
Well, I think Duran was in the shooter's head. Did a nice job with that contest.
Ooh, stolen by Allen. Pass to Thibault. Cunningham with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. Duran with a steal. To stop the run. Outside McDaniels. Back to Johnson. It's stolen by Thibault. For the finish. And Cunningham throws it down.
Well, look, Cunningham is a dangerous scorer in any situation. But out in space, he's lethal.
Now here's Booker. And Booker with the jam.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Grizzlies trail by 5. And really an offensive transformation for the Grizzlies since 2024, Grant.
Yeah, they're pushing the pace, playing a unique style with a lot of cutting and movement off the ball, crashing the offensive glass. I mean, it all seems to be working.
Inside, here's Watson. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal, then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
And there's a defensive 3-second call. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Spurs.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active hands have led to tons of turnovers that they've capitalized on.
Now here's Booker. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
It's been a comedy of errors for them so far. They just can't hold on to the ball here in the first half.
Spurs lead by 6. Allen a screen. And there's the call on Jalen Duren. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Bit early to pick up foul number 2. He's got to be on his best behavior now.
Turner for 3. Knocks down the triple.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Outside Booker. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Here in the first quarter, they have struggled with turnovers. One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
And Jaden Ivey, we've seen him come a long way as a player, Coach.
Yeah, it took some time, B.A., but we're now seeing the full range of his talent. He can be a force on offense and an absolute pest on D.
There's something that is great about Booker. He doesn't take all outside shots. I mean, Devin can score it inside, too.
Down low. Nice shot by Turner. Turner's got 5.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Yeah, they've come out with more energy and effort, and that's reflected in the score.
And Mobley throws it down.
Oh, the hammer. Mobley, a powerful dude out there.
Pass to Turner. From downtown. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Oh, and Turner with a block. That'll count. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so the San Antonio Spurs now holding a 12. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Spurs team out there.
I'll tell you what, throughout the first, they did a great job of just running their offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
Here's Ivey, following the bucket by the Grizzlies. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, no, it just doesn't make sense given the situation.
So Tuomas Isalos decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Ivey outside. Here's Turner. Good D by Mobley. Grizzlies trail by 10. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks a lot, B.A. Well, this September, Grizzlies legend Marc Gasol was enshrined in the Basketball Hall of Fame. A 3-time All-Star and Defensive Player of the Year, Marc was acquired in a trade for his brother, Pau Gasol, who was likewise an All-Star with the Grizzlies. Marc, a fixture on and off the court in Memphis. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Now here's Mobley. Wallace outside. 3 on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And it's off from three-point range. San Antonio leading by 8. Pass to Turner. Tipped away. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Turner.
Yeah, not a great pass there. You got to be on the same page as your teammates.
And here's Memphis. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Back to Sharp. And here's Mobley. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Pass to Sharp. Knocks it down from distance. Sharp's got 5 points now in the quarter. And Stan, you coached a bunch of seasons in the league. What's an issue that you face that maybe the average fan doesn't know?
Well, look, I think the thing that fans really underrate about the game is how intelligent these guys are. So it's not really an issue that I faced because I was lucky to have smart guys. But I think fans underestimate how much basketball intelligence factors in when you're talking about the best players in this game. Well, for Turner, it looks so easy sometimes. His length and athleticism put the rim well within reach.
Now here's Sharp. He's got 5. Got a piece of it. And that'll be Memphis's ball as it goes out of bounds. Grizzlies able to keep possession here. Here's Mobley. 6 points for him. 4 on the clock. Pass to Wallace. Lets it go from deep. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
They've closed the gap over the last few possessions, but can they push through and grab the lead?
Well, with all the momentum they built up, I don't see this run stopping anytime soon.
Now here's Turner. 10 points for him. Mobley with the block.
Man, Mobley is always lurking, ready to erase any shot that comes his way.
Much to the fans' delight, Stan, Shaedon Sharp's dunks are already legend in some parts.
Well, B.A., he does stuff that makes you shake your head, and it gets a ridiculous amount of airtime. Certainly an entertaining young player to watch.
Now here's Mobley. Pass to Harris. Back to Mobley. Harris outside. Over Ivy. Harris misses.
Analytics already don't favor the mid-range jumper, let alone against exceptional defense. Oh, elite speed. Ivy will be one of the fastest young players in this league.
Now here's Wallace. Pass to Harris. Here's Batum. Gets a hand on it. Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Here's Turner. Ooh, too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. San Antonio shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. And the technical free throw is good. So far, Grant, we've seen some encouraging intangibles from VJ Edgecombe.
Yeah, you know, he reminds me of Victor Oladipo or even a Dwayne Wade physically. Just an explosive athlete. And I love the way he uses that strength and quickness at the defensive end of the floor.
Now here's Ivy. Tip!
And sometimes shooters forget how long Batum is. He uses it so well to reject shots.
And here are the Grizzlies. They're on a 14-5 run. Pass to Mobley. It's Sharp on the wing. Now here's Mobley. To the wing on the left. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Spurs ball.
San Antonio leading by 3. Ivy with the ball. Pass to Turner. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
And when Turner is cooking like this, keep feeding the beast. He's in a rhythm and looking to cash in every time.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Now Mobley. Wallace, left side. Back to Mobley. It's picked off. Back come the Spurs in transition. Pass to Turner. Mobley with some nice D. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's the Spurs leading by 5. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Off the outside. Back to Cunningham. Takes a three. Memphis with a rebound. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Celtics. And that kicks off a string of 3 home games for them. Booker with it. Thibault picks him up. Shot clock at 5. Here's the floater. Excellent defense there from Watson. To the inside. Allen, left side. Puts it up from 15.
Well, that's part of his role. With great size, they rely on him to help control the ball.
Pass to McDaniels. And there's the foul. It'll go on Matisse Thibault. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. And they call an illegal screen here.
Yeah, that's his 4th foul. Got to be careful now.
Spurs lead by 5. Now here's Cunningham. He's got 5. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Pass to Duren. Lets a floater go. Booker can't get it to go.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness from Cunningham, just searching for the foul.
And these will be his second and third shots at the line here. He's perfect from the line this time. And Booker has got the ball here for Memphis. 7-point differential. There's a screen by Johnson. Pass to Duren. Back to Booker. 4 on the clock. And the dunk by Duren.
Well, physical play by Duren at the rim, which doesn't allow much room for interference.
It's Watson on the wing. Back to Cunningham. Right side Watson. Rebounded by Johnson.
That halftime break didn't seem to do them any favors, starting off the second half with 3 straight misses.
Now here's Booker. Here's Duren. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass. Now just a 3-point San Antonio lead. Grant, I think it's safe to say Cam Johnson has really hit his stride lately.
Absolutely, B.A. He's seizing the opportunities he's been given, taking and making more shots, dropping more dimes. He's reaching another level of his game.
Misses the one-handed jam.
You love to see guys challenge one another like that. Advantage to the defense that time.
And Booker with the jam.
What a finish. Love to see that kind of explosiveness from Booker.
Now here's Cunningham. He's got 9. Here he goes. Here's Allen. Memphis with a rebound.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Cameron Johnson stays even. He said, I just try to come in and do my job every game, no matter what that looks like. And as somebody who shoots a lot of threes, some days can be better than others. So you just ride the waves while you can and focus on that next play. The next shot and your results, they'll be the results. Back to you.
Thank you, Allie.
Well, that is a solid screen by Duren. And then the big man rolls right into scoring position.
Back to Turner. The 3. Brooks with the rebound.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Pass to Booker. There's a minute 34 left in the third quarter.
Yeah, just an offensive machine. Booker generates points consistently, night in and night out.
All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for San Antonio?
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And a new group getting ready for Memphis. That one drops. He ties it up.
Well, they had a chance for the lead right there, but we're all evened up.
And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And so Tomas Isalo calls a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. So Tomas Isalo's decided to call timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. .133 left to play in the third. Here's Edgecombe. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
He hits the second from the line.
I'm sure he wanted to hit all his free throws, but at least he gave his team the lead.
To the middle. Pass to Mobley. And he can't jam it through. San Antonio leading. A minute 4 left to play in the third quarter. Out left to the wing. Turner for three. Sharp grabs a miss.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Mobley up top. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Stolen by Ivy. Pass to Turner. Here's Edgecombe. Watched by Wallace. Here's Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
And you really want more of this from Turner. We all know how dangerous he is once he finds his rhythm.
Outside Sharp. Stolen by Ivy. Soft touch off the glass. Ivy's got 6.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
And we've reached the end of the third. It's the Spurs up 5. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And so it's Memphis with it, trailing by 5. Pass to Harris. Stolen. Here's Turner. Mobley grabs the board. And here are the Grizzlies now. And here's Sharp. Back to Mobley. Shot clock at 6. Stolen by Ivy. Oh, got a piece of it. Oh, stolen by Harris. Here's Wallace. Pass to Mobley. Wallace outside. Back to Mobley. Outside Sharp. Let's go with a three. Rebound by San Antonio. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Following this one, they host the Trailblazers. That'll be the second and last game of a quick homestand. The three, here's Harris. Drains the triple.
Well, Harris is a rhythm shooter. When he's catching, firing, and hitting like this, watch out.
Oh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be Evan Mobley.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
And you see how Turner's built out his game over time. Adding strength, improving his footwork at both ends. Can't say enough about his commitment to progress.
First foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
Batum outside. And again, it's Memphis with a three.
This is experience at work. Batum knows he has the shot. No need to think about it at all.
They set a pick. Driving to the basket.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, PA.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is. Pass to Mobley. On the wing, Wallace. 6 to shoot. Mobley, double team. Shoots over Turner. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession.
Memphis ball.
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And here are the Spurs now. The lead is 2. Ivy outside. That three's off the mark. Pass to Harris. Back to Mobley. Oh my! Throw it down!
That is ridiculous. Oh, man. Sharp makes that look way too easy. That's elite bounce.
Second team foul.
Turner inside. Ooh, he leaves no question.
A guy whose confidence has really flourished. Turner isn't shy about stepping up.
Outside Mobley. Now Johnson. Now Booker. Outside Mobley. Stolen by Booker. Cleared away by Ivy. San Antonio leading. Turner outside. The free is in.
Wow. Turner just going off. Stepping up and getting it done for his squad.
Now Mobley. Ooh, using two hands to power it down.
And what can't this guy do? Mobley with a massive bucket.
A minute 37 left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Turner. Ooh, it misses. Outside Booker. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Second team foul.
Mobley. Now Booker. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Mobley. From downtown. Shot's no good. 1 minute left in the fourth quarter. It's Cunningham with a drive. And a one-handed slam.
Big-time points from Cunningham. Good to see him stepping up in these moments.
Booker. Now Mobley. Shoots a three. Not that time. And that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. Forward team.
San Antonio with the ball. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Outside Cunningham. It's money from deep.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
Now Mobley. For three. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
Yeah, that's just pretty. Great awareness from D-Book.
And so they foul intentionally. So the first one drops. And that increases the lead to 6. And so he drops them both. And it's a 7-point game.
Taking care of business at the line. Converting on all those free throws helps them build this lead.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. He drops the first one. And that increases the lead to 6. So he gets them both. And it's a 7-point game.
San Antonio foul. Matisse Thybulle.
First free throw is good. And that trims the lead to 6. Both free throws good from Booker. Cunningham! And so it's San Antonio with the W. This one was in the balance right in
for him. The biggest for real, man. No facade. Yeah. 5-star, man, going crazy. Just a year ago, try to play me. I'm talking about my mans, cause bros get